Hello and welcome back to the Cancelled podcast.
Woohoo! Happy October, everybody.
Happy October, everybody. No reason we're saying that, but happy motherfucking October. We're knocking it out already. Today we went to the Biltmore Hotel.
We did. We shot a little Halloween look.
In downtown Los Angeles, and we were the twins from The Shining, and it was so fucking funny. I don't know what came over me. We were like, first of all, shooting in like hotel hallways.
She didn't tell me beforehand that we did not have a room or anything booked, so we had to change in the
Titties
hallway.
out in the hotel hallway, and then we shot as the Shining twins, and then we were like scaring strangers. I was having so much fun with that. I could have done that all day.
Loved it.
I loved it. And now we're here wearing our completely normal everyday outfits.
Yeah.
And we have a lot to unpack, actually, this episode.
I know. I'm excited. We've got some exciting topics. I've had a really interesting week as well.
It has been a really fucking interesting week for the both of us. We've like kind of seen each other, but we've also been doing our own things, which are, it's always good to come together with you on this couch.
Yeah, I love just
unpack it
up.
I mean, where do we start? Should we start? We're always talking about people stalking us, but I think we put our stalker hats on this week.
What are we talking about?
We stalked Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh, we did. We were stalking Olivia Rodrigo this week.
We had a night this week where my friend Tate McRae, I love saying that. I love flexing that. She's cool.
She's so cute.
She is a pop singer and she is such a fucking slay. She had a concert in LA.
Dude, she's so talented. She's like, I feel like it's a dancer in her, but like such a good performer.
I know. She's like fucking like a little baby J-Lo or something.
I know.
Like,
you know she won So You Think You Can Dance?
Really?
I don't remember if she won, but she was on So You Think You Can Dance, like, and like really on it.
And she can dance. I think she can dance. We went to her show and there were just a bunch of people there. Noah Beck was there.
So hot. Sorry, Tatum.
He's my girl. We just like kiki. Like we were like really talking shit and giggling.
He's sweet.
I loved Noah that night. Who else was there? Jamie Charlie.
Addison Rae. I'm Addison Rae's literal biggest fan. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She was at the after party.
Oh, Meghan Trainor was there.
Meghan Trainor.
And we found out she listens to Cancelled, which is just crazy. Hey, Megs. Hey, we were gagged. You were sobbing in front of her.
Well,
it was so funny.
So excited because I've talked on the podcast before about how much I love Meghan Trainor, and I always say it in the group chat. I don't know why. I just think she's so funny. And so I went up to her, like, expecting to talk to her as a fan. I was going to be like, oh, my God, I love you. And she was like, oh, my God, Brooke.
I was so shook. I was, like, meeting people, and I just, like, waving at people, like, seeing all these people there. And then I see this girl waving at me, and I just think it was, like, a fan. And I wave, and then I look again, and I was like, that's Meghan fucking Trainor waving at me.
I love her. And it's so funny because then right after that, like, the Kardashians episode came out when they're doing like the Meghan Trainor video.
No, which is I like kept thinking about that. I was like, how do you watch Cancelled? But also like you're like
she was so knowledgeable too. She was like, your story's crazy. Like I love her.
We were just giggling about a bunch of funny shit.
And chopping it up.
It was like super fucking funny. With Meg, our girl. I want to have her on, and
I would love to have her on. She's a podcast too.
I would love to go on. She's everything. But well, we see at the concert that none other than Miss Olivia Rodrigo was in attendance.
I know. And like, is she afraid of me? I talk about her so often that it's like, I think she might be afraid of me.
Yeah. So we get to the after party and it's like, it's pretty intimate.
It is. There's like
maybe 100 people there and like a big space. So very spread out, very intimate vibes. Like we were just kicking it with everyone. And then Iris Apatow came up to us. And she's so sweet.
I'm predicting that Iris Apatow is going to be like the it girl in like maybe 2 years. She's like, she already is, but like I feel like she's going to blow up and everyone's going to be obsessed with her. Like the way they are like right now with Lily Rose Depp.
She's that bitch. And she came up to us and I looked behind her and she brought her bestie, Olivia Rodrigo. And they were there. And every time Olivia would like go to the bathroom, suddenly we had to pee. Like we were trying.
I wanted to talk to her so bad, but I didn't want to like approach her and be like, "I love you."
Yeah.
So
she was just like vibing, and obviously, I feel like I like to let people vibe. So I was just trying to be in her like vicinity and hope that she like bumped into me.
And I love to be a fan too. So sometimes I like don't even want to have an interaction with somebody because it's like I just want to stay a fan.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I wouldn't, but like
I get what you're saying.
Changes the vibes once you've met him.
Like, and I was so gagged that she was there. I wanted to tell her I just love her new album and she's such a slay. And I really do want to know because I feel like we talk about her kind of not a lot, but like enough to where it's like I could see her maybe having seen a clip and like hating us.
No,
Like,
I've never said anything bad about her.
but I feel like some people are just like, leave me off that godforsaken horror podcast.
Just send me a DM and I'll never say your name again.
Literally, absolutely ever. And we were trying to be all nonchalant about it. And then all of a sudden, I see in the corner of my eye, none other than our sweet girl, Lila Gibney,
Just
assaulting Olivia Rodrigo.
She literally just went right up to her, started making a TikTok without even asking her. She used,
I hate to hear that so much.
It was an Olivia sound. Lila didn't even know the words.
It's honestly, it's funny though, because
It
if
was
you
cute,
watch
though.
the
Olivia
TikTok,
was sweet to her.
Olivia was super sweet to her.
She was like,
She's kind of running away,
well, yeah.
as anyone with a sane mind would be. It's so funny to just like watch the TikTok back now. Like Olivia looks like she's being held at gunpoint.
Honestly though, good for Lila. She was on it with her content. She made a greedy TikTok with Tate.
Did she?
Yes.
Damn, yeah, honestly, good for her.
And Lila had herself a little content day. Surprised they didn't kick her out.
Me too, honestly. Do you know what else happened to me that night? That I can't get over because it was so fucking weird to me. I've had every possible weird or psycho fan interactions in my entire life pretty much happened to me. I could do a whole episode about it. I've literally seen a fan get like hit by a car trying to like attack me. Not kidding. It's not funny. She was okay. We have a video of her after. She was okay.
I've hit a few people.
I've had every fucking psycho fan interaction ever happen, except I've never had a fan do this, I guess. Let me just explain to you what happened.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
We walk out of the Tate concert, and there's a lot of people there that attended, and I'm meeting a lot of people, and it's super normal, super awesome. And I get out to the street, and I'm taking photos of people, and I'm waiting for my driver to get there. And this guy comes up to me, and he's holding a rosary like this and like swinging it. And then he keeps stopping and he's shuffling tarot cards, and he's like going like this, like his hands are like out and he's swaying. And he's like, Tana, Tana, it's my calling to find you. I've been looking for you everywhere. It's my calling to find you. And I'm like, what? And he's like, I am the next coming of Jesus. It's my calling to find you. What do you want to know? And then he keeps telling me, like, I've been talking to you all night. I've been talking to you all week. I've been talking to you all month. And I'm terrified. You know me. I'm such a runner.
Yeah.
That's one thing about me. If anything scares me, I'm such a fucking runner, track star. Like, I will just immediately start running. Like, I won't say anything. I just start running. And I start running across the street. And he runs into the middle of the street. There's traffic everywhere. This is on Hollywood Boulevard, essentially. He gets down on his knees in the middle of the street with the rosary, and he's just swaying back and forth with his hands in the air, screaming, Tana, Tana, I am Jesus. This is not a bit. There's no phone. There's no camera. There's nothing around.
How weird.
Look at this. So then I'm across the street. He crosses the street to keep doing this, like, I am Jesus. Then he starts screaming at me, you will see, you will see, you will see.
Oh my God, what do you think
like,
it is that you will see? Maybe he's right.
My car gets there. Look at this video. I got a video of the very fucking end of it. I guess I could put it in the podcast, actually. And he's just like a little kid. And
I saw this was in the group chat. I never watched it.
So my car gets there. He's trying to get in the car. He's screaming, you will see, screaming, I'm Jesus, whatever. Eventually, he gets in front of our car and like is praising the car, like bowing down, like screaming, you will see, like I am Jesus, holding his cross, shuffling his tarot cards, whole nine. It was kind of like a Halloween costume. He like committed to the bit, had all the props. But like, I just want to show you this video.
Okay.
Once I get it. It's literally like 1 second of it. I made Alexis's man like take 1 second of a video of him right before we drive away.
What the fuck?
The tarot cards.
No way in fucking hell, bro.
He finally leaves. He comes back before we actually go. The tarot cards.
Shuffling.
You will see.
Wait, I wonder what he was gonna say.
And I've been watching the new season of American Horror Story. Have you seen it?
I only watched the first episode.
And it's like, this was so coded like that.
Really?
Like,
I would have wanted to know what he wanted to say.
the girl in the show is like kind of well known, and all these weird like demon people are like stalking her, like, and it's just.
Yeah, I kind of got the gist from like even the first episode.
And I got so high when I like got home that I was like in my house
Oh,
alone. And
you
I
were
was
probably like,
I will see.
I've had my
like-
cards read recently.
Did you?
I did when we were in Asheville, North Carolina.
Oh yeah. What did they tell you again?
They told me that it's not in my best interest to overshare in my work life, which is like
No,
so funny because I'm like,
No, they didn't.
wait till you hear this. And she told me to take dating off the table. Which
Okay, that's just mean though.
I was like, what the fuck?
Off
she was
the
like, she said focus on your career. But then it's like, you just told me that I can't even do like the most important part of my career.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Yeah, she was a fraud.
She was a fraud. You and I have both been dating.
Just dabbling.
And we can talk about both of our dating lives on today's episode. But the other night, I went to check on my sweet, sweet girl, Brooke. And I see that her location is none other than in the middle of the marina on a boat.
What's wrong with that?
But just
Fuck.
like imagine just being like, where's Brooke? And that's where she is.
I was sleeping on a boat. And what about it?
What's going on?
One of my boyfriends has a boat. And I have been sleeping there. No, I'm just kidding. I've only slept there once. But yeah. I'm in like a major outdoorsy era right now. I've been like lime scootering a lot. I have been boating. Yesterday I was at a horse ranch. Like I'm just having like a fun time.
Which I love. I really do love this era for you.
Yeah, it's like fall, so I'm just trying to really get outside, and that included me sleeping on a boat one night.
I just have
about it.
one important question.
What?
Does this man have a house?
Yes, he.
Or just
Like I don't know.
does he
I
live
mean, like
on the
I
water?
haven't seen the house, but I've seen the boat.
house undetected yet?
You gotta have a house if you have a boat.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah, that's why. That's what's like keeping me, like in line. It's like no one has a boat without a house.
Okay, so just guys, if you see on my Instagram story, if I'm like at the Grove and you're like, oh my God, like where's Brooke? Like what's Brooke doing? Like she's on a boat.
No, I'm just like honestly, I'm having fun. I'm outside. I'm doing
That's how I feel right now.
fun dating things.
That's exactly how I feel right now. I feel like I'm realizing that hopefully these are like our last few years of being in our 20s and dating and having fun, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So I'm trying to take more dating opportunities, and
Me too. I'm trying not to say no to as many things. I'm like everyone who asks me on a date, so long as they're normal, I'm going.
I completely agree and I understand, which I guess leads me to my dating life.
Okay, yeah, like let's go ahead and explain what's going on.
Yes.
Please.
Yes. I think.
Wait, can I say it?
So I don't know if you guys remember.
They do.
Like 7 or 8 podcasts ago, Brooke was discussing how she met a man that had some interest in her and she wasn't sure if they were the right match because she doesn't necessarily love or always go for a man who flexes. And
Yeah, it was Mr. Flexi Flex. Like he was such a sweetie, but just like a little too flashy for me.
She's not into the chrome hearts and the Cartier and the jet picks and all that, but I am. And I asked her on that episode, I said, if you don't want him, can I have him? She said yes.
And sure as shit, she is dating him.
I love him.
Love it. He's so sweet. I wanted someone to love him because like he really does have the best. No. Because he's like he has so much potential. He's good looking. He's fun. He's rich. Like there's nothing wrong with him. It just wasn't my particular vibe.
So eventually, like, this was a while ago when I saw, because I know him as well. So once I'd like seen him out after he podcasted about it, he was kind of just joking with me, like, you know what I mean, about us podcasting about him and whatever. And I was obviously making jokes to him, like, you heard what I said, you know where I'm at. So he'd been asking me on some dates, and finally I decided to do it.
Absolutely.
And we went on our first date, probably like almost 2 weeks ago. And he picked me up and we went to one of the nicest hotels in LA, and we get there and we valet the car, and we get there and all of the like workers are in the lobby, like waiting for him upon arrival.
Duh.
and they take us into the elevator and they take us up in the hotel, and we're on like one of the high floors in the hotel, and we're in like a hallway of hotel rooms, and I'm like, what's happening right now? Are we going to a hotel room? Am I about to get like literally kidnapped, taken, whatever? And there's like a secret speakeasy door in the middle of like, it just looks like a regular hotel room, but it's like this big door, and it takes us into this like private, insane, rich lounge.
Were there other people in there?
And not in our area. Like it was just like, it was just us. It was such a rich bougie date. We got to know each other. We're kind of catching a vibe. And we're already starting a little business venture together too. I think I'm buying a Hollywood tour bus. I'll let you know how that goes.
I've been saying that I'm dying to go on a Hollywood tour.
I think I'm buying a Hollywood tour bus. I'm not even kidding. The profit margins are insane. But I do find out one thing, he's a bit younger than me.
Yeah, I think that we didn't place enough emphasis on that in the beginning, because that was like really a major factor I also considered. But you are younger than me, so that makes sense. But he's like really young.
He is 21, and
Yikes.
I never ever date people younger than me. Here's the thing.
What I will say, wait, sorry to cut you off. I think it might be what you're going to say, but it's like, does age really matter if you're successful?
That's my thing. His personality is very like mature. He runs several multi-million-dollar companies and he crushes it. Would I rather have a 25-year-old without a bed frame or a 21-year-old?
I sure would.
You know,
I'm like, in fact, mine doesn't even have a house.
He's a boat though. And a men's emotional maturity. Like I feel like most men that are my age, their emotional maturity is kind of the same. Obviously, then that's where you could say Tana date older, but I don't know. I'm catching a vibe.
I'm excited for you. I feel like it could go somewhere. If it doesn't, at least you're getting some like really fun, flirty dates out of it.
He's super sweet, and like we have a date tonight. I'm gonna wear this.
Oh, perfect. And
I'll
I'll be there.
But so then our first date's over, right? And then like 2 days go by, and he has to fly up to Napa for one of his like businesses, and he's FaceTiming me. And he's like, I miss you. Like, I want you to come to Napa. Like, da-da-da. I'm like, oh, I wish I could. Like, you'll be back, though. Like, don't worry, da-da-da. And then he's like, no, I want you to come to Napa. Is there a bug? Is it on me?
No.
Is it on me?
No.
First of all, ow! It was the best possible route you could have taken, though.
It's still on you.
No, get it. Okay. Pumpkin spice lattes, freshly picked apples, terrible BO. Let's face it, summer isn't the only time we get body odor. We can get just as smelly under our favorite fall sweaters. That's why I'm excited to tell you about Lumi Whole Body Deodorant for pits, private parts, and beyond. Lumi deodorant was created by an OBGYN who discovered odor isn't just an underarm thing, it's an all over thing. So she developed Lumi, a pH optimized deodorant that's clinically proven to control odor everywhere for up to 72 hours. So fall can just be fresh. Special offer, new customers get $5 off Lumi starter pack with our exclusive code and link. Use code cancelled at lumideodorant.com. That's LUMEDEODORANT.com. What do I like most about Lumi? I don't like smelling. I don't want to live up to the stigma that Tana Mongeau smells. I don't, because I use Lumi. I've used Lumi on my pits, on my vulva, on my elbows, under my nose. I use it everywhere. The whole body deodorant, the first of its kind, Lumi is seriously safe to use anywhere on your body. Pits, underboobs, thigh folds, belly buttons, butt cracks, vulvas, and feet. Created by an OBGYN who saw firsthand how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. Clinically proven to block odor all day and control odor for up to 72 hours. How? Unlike some deodorants that try to mask odor with a fragrance, Lumi is formulated and powered by mandelic acid to stop odor before it starts. More like a pre-odorant. Aluminum-free, baking soda-free, and paraben-free. pH balance for safe use below that belt. Clinically proven to control odor better than a shower with soap alone. 12 hours after a shower, the average person has an odor level of 6 out of 10. With Lumi, the average odor level is a 0 out of 10. Lumi Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like a mini body wash, and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get $5 off a Lumi Starter Pack with code CANCELLED at lumideodorant.com. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you visit lumideodorant.com and use code CANCELLED. So he's like, I want you to come to Napa. And I was like, I can't go, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'll see you in a couple days, whatever. And I was like, okay, I'm laying down for a nap. Like, I'll call you in a little. And he was like, I think I'm just going to book you a jet and have you get on it. Like, I want to see you. And I was like, I thought he was kidding. And I was like, okay. Like, like,
I wasn't kidding.
whatever. Like, you know what I mean? And I go to sleep and I wake up to Isabella waking me because this guy had essentially called Lila and was like, where's Tana? Like, get her. I booked her a jet, get her on it. Lila calls Amari. Amari's not home. Amari calls Isabella. Isabella comes to my room and she's like, Tana, I think there's like a jet like waiting for you, whatever. And then I was too tired, so I didn't get up. And I missed an actual jet that he booked for me to go there. I found out later that his sister ended up getting on it, so it's like fine. But he wasn't even mad. He wasn't even mad.
That isn't, but he can't be mad.
He wasn't
didn't
even
say
mad.
You were gonna go.
I know. But like the fact that, to me, that says like that income is completely dispensable to you. Like that
You think
price.
so?
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, that is like such a slay. Honestly, love it. But I just want to say, I'm not missing a jet for no one.
Yeah, I'm not. I hope I don't miss the second one. I don't know.
Who sleeps through a jet? Comment down below if you've ever slept through a jet.
Well, here's the thing. Like, had I known in advance, obviously I would have made it. It was very much like me asleep. He booked it. I didn't know, and like I was asleep. I don't know. I know
like
that's
it's gonna
such a
be-
Tana only.
Is he your only
Story.
boyfriend right now?
Yes.
Boring.
Only
I'm just kidding.
boyfriend's crazy.
Well, you're always supposed to have more than one.
I agree. Yeah, because if this goes south, I'm putting all my eggs in one basket. But
I'm not putting my eggs in any basket. That's like one thing I've been good at lately is like, I feel like I can't like disconnect from, like I can't just be like, oh, I'm just having fun. But I feel like I am just having fun right now.
I think you're doing a really good job.
Like I'm not like too invested in anything. I'm like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. I'm trying to be that way, but at the same time, so far, I want to marry this man. We have our third date tonight, and we'll see
Yay.
how it goes. Jorts Gate is so much realer than I thought.
Yeah.
I don't know if this will ever change, but it's like every time we tell stories on the podcast, I feel like you and I think to ourselves, like we know the certain ones that are going to like go viral.
Yeah, it's the same thing like musicians always say. It's like what does well is never what you expect to do well.
Like-
and it's like we'll tell like the most like tiny like insignificant story and then it's like like the pool boy thing was like such an in passing like tiny little thing that we mentioned and it has become like such a common theme. Like,
Yeah, same with like
oh my god, sorry, you
Marianne,
just
like
saw my other hand.
all of it. Oh, my other hand's been out the whole time. We were at that concert the other night and everyone was holding up signs and like phone Snapchat things that said Jorts Gate. I've gone like so many places and like people will just it's so funny with the podcast too because it's never used to really happen. Like, yeah, people be like, he fucked me with the toothbrush, like say random shit, you know? But like now it's like people won't even be like, oh my God, hey Tana, like I love your podcast. Like they'll just be like, where are your jorts?
Yeah, where the fuck are them jorts? Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I posted a photo in like borderline jorts. Like they were like starter jorts yesterday. Like halfway
Storts.
between a jean short and a jort.
Yeah.
And the comments they were cooking me.
I think
They
we
were
might
like,
have
you
to-
hypocrite.
I think that we might have to come out with our own jorts line after this.
I think so too.
And it's just crazy because I can never fucking wear them again. I'm not even kidding. So it's like, I can't believe.
I don't know. Post Malone spoke out publicly against or in support of jorts, and therefore I was wrong. Let it be known.
We love a jort. I think I'll dabble again, but I'm still a little too traumatized. But, well, I could hold your hand under this. Should we try?
Oh, cool.
Speaking of stories that I didn't think would go wildly viral and are now plaguing my life, the girl that I said needs to shut the fuck up and get hit in the face.
No.
I saw her. I was on my second date with this guy, and she walked into the restaurant.
That is so unfortunate.
She hugged me.
Oh wow.
I would not hug me.
I don't think she knows. I don't think she's seen it. And lucky for you, that episode where we went like a little more in detail about it had only come out like 30 minutes before your encounter with her. So she had definitely not seen that.
There's a bug on my leg, and I'm handling it as well as I possibly can.
Okay. So you said hi to her. She gave you a hug.
Yeah, and then she had a Bottega bag on, and I just look at her and I go, I love your bag.
TW. I'm going to come out with a line.
I did like her bag. It was a red Bottega. It was really kind. But, yeah, I just thought I'd throw
I
that
can't
in
wait
there.
till I'm so fucking rich that I'm just like, just wearing all the things that she does.
I kind of always thought that too, and now it's like I get the most excited when I get like a new Peppa trinket.
That's the thing. I don't think money will like ever make me really that interested in that.
Yeah.
I feel like the things that I'm gonna want to do when I like really have a lot of money are like so random.
You're gonna get a boat next to your guy.
I literally told him that. I'm like, I'm gonna get this little slot right next door. I'm gonna sit here and make sure you don't bring any other bitches to this boat.
Do you guys take it out on the water?
I mean, I've only been on it once.
I think you're lying. I thought you'd been on it twice.
No. I'm gonna go again, like tomorrow.
Can I come?
Mm-hmm.
Can I really?
I feel like, well, actually, you've met him, so maybe. It's cute. It's like,
It is cute. I guess it's like a date. I'm trying to crash your date.
it's always been my dream to date a guy with a boat. That's like, and like, I grew up on like going to boats all the time. Like going on boats is my favorite thing to do in the world is go boating. So like, I figure I have to have a boat in my lifetime. And what's the easiest way to get a boat? Marry a man who has a boat.
Absolutely the easiest way to get a boat. I think that with my sobriety, I'm really trying to rewrite so many things, like boating. I feel like all of my boat experiences have been very much so drunk, very much so.
Yeah, but like truly boating
Booty
is
hole
so
out.
fun. Like I used to go like deep sea fishing.
You used to go deep sea fishing.
Yeah, I had like my best friend growing up. They like knew I was like in an unfortunate situation, so their family would always bring me on their vacations.
Wait, that's sweet.
And they had like a yacht in Coronado Island,
Yeah.
and we would go stay for like weeks at a time, and it was so fun. Like,
And you
so
would
I was-
deep sea fish?
Yeah.
Like you catch fish?
yeah, I caught a halibut one time, and we ate it for dinner.
Halibut is crazy.
Anyway, Nautical Brooke is loading. I'm just kidding. Who knows? Maybe next week my boyfriend's going to be like an astronaut and all of a sudden like I'm fucking in space. I don't know.
I really love this. I would love to like, I think dating for profession is so funny. Like
It's like I don't want to sound like I'm like changing my whole personality for a guy, but it's like sometimes when I want to dabble in different interests, the easiest way to do that is to just start talking to somebody who already does those things.
Yeah, and get
so
grandfathered in.
if I'm all of a sudden like taking an interest in like Formula One, like what better way to learn about it than to date somebody who is like a driver or something?
It's no,
Or like watch.
so that's girl math to me. That makes perfect sense to me. And now Hinge makes it so easy where you can just
Yeah.
look at people's professions and like keep going.
Like, does he have a boat? It's on his Hinge profile, guaranteed.
Yeah. I'm hearting the hedge funds every time, you know? Natalie taught me that. Natalie also taught me like which colleges mean they come from money.
God, she's hilarious.
Who wants better sex? And who wants to start having better sex immediately? The best way to get started is to go to adamandeve.com right now. Adam and Eve is offering 50% off just about any item, plus free shipping, which includes rush processing. More than that, Adam and Eve wants to make your life easy. They offer discreet shipping as your privacy is a must. Free shipping and rush processing on your entire order. Doesn't matter how much you spend or what you buy, all will be packaged and sent discreetly for free and fast. Don't wait. Better sex is just a click away. That's 50% off one item, free shipping with rush processing, bringing more pleasure and satisfaction into your bedroom now. Just go to adamandeve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy or anything you desire. Just enter offer code TANA at checkout. That's TANA, T-A-N-A, at adamandeve.com. This is an exclusive offer specific to this podcast, so be sure to use this code TANA to get your discount, 100% free shipping, and get it fast with rush processing. Code TANA. Thank you, Adam and Eve, for sponsoring today's sexy podcast. This topic is coming like out of absolutely nowhere. I don't know what it is lately. I've just been reflecting on my life a lot more than I normally do. Again, that might be like my new journey with sobriety and just all the things that I did that I look back on and I'm like, why did you do that? And then the answer,
I really relate to that. I just had a moment earlier.
the answer is drugs and alcohol and maybe lack of parenting and all of those things. But
What'd you do?
so this conversation came up the other day where I've told this on the podcast before, but essentially I saw that psychic in like 2020 who wrote out that whole PDF of everything in my life. This psychic wrote like your boyfriend's gonna cheat on you, you're gonna have a major falling out with your parents.
Oh shit! Maybe I should
your manager.
shit online then.
You're like they wrote out just like my whole fucking life in like bullet points for the next like 5 to 10 years. They told me all these things that were gonna happen, and every single thing on the list that the psychic wrote out has happened. Every single thing. She wrote like 10 things. They've all happened up to date.
Do you have her number? Like I
Except
need
I do.
to know.
I do. The only thing she wrote on the list that hasn't happened yet is that when I'm 28, I'm going to have a major lawsuit / like legal thing. Like,
Oh no! I hope it's not us.
something that, you know, is like a major in that regard. And I obviously hope it doesn't, but it's very scary because she has said all these things that have all happened.
all come true.
And the other night I was talking to some friends about that, and then they start going into like, what do you think it could be? Like, do you think it's going to be your parents again? Do you think it's like something you did? And they were just bringing up things I've done that's like, that are super illegal. And I can't believe I did that booty for Biden shit. I was
let us inform you.
on Xanax. A lot of it.
She tried to
And-
sway the election and literally almost got
This was at the time-
arrested for like, what's it, truancy?
This was at the time that everyone was doing shit on their platforms to kind of get people to vote for Biden instead of Trump. And I was
I think they were just trying to like raise awareness. What she was doing was
but people
like,
were going hard on like Biden, not Trump.
Okay, why don't we
You know
just-
what I mean?
why don't you tell us how
and
hard
this
you
was
went?
right at the time that that girl in Australia sold her nudes, and she raised like $1 million
for the Australian
For the
fires, which is
Australian fires.
completely different than trying to sway an election.
And my brain on Xanax somehow was like, let's combine these two things.
We
And
philanthropist Hannah.
I posted that if you are voting for Biden, message me on OnlyFans and let me know, and I will send you a free booty pic. And booty for Biden trended worldwide.
No, why don't you
Holy
just
shit.
wait to see what she posted, Erin?
And I grid posted this
Erin,
to my grid. I posted this to my
the
grid.
fuck
I'm
is
sitting here.
this,
I posted this to my grid.
Oh my god.
And I'm sitting
wait.
here.
What's more concerning is that is still live on.
It
your
has
Instagram.
700,000 likes. And I'm sitting here on this podcast like, why doesn't a normal guy want to date me? Like, maybe that's why.
No, that means you are engaged in politics. You are educated. You are philanthropic.
I was just trying to do the right thing
You slayed that.
with my butt. And
But that is not going to get you a man with a boat.
it's,
Because we know what we know about men with boats is that they all,
they're usually Republican.
yes,
And,
which is a bummer. Not all of
yeah,
them.
I mean, it's definitely one of those things that I wouldn't do again. I think that at that time I really needed a serious approval process. Now I wouldn't do that. I don't know. I have like a bunch more that I was going to go into, like just stupid shit that I've done like
We
that.
don't want to know.
But it's just so funny when I look back to like the management and business deals and shit that I would do at that time. And I give a lot more credit because I think the influencer space wasn't as developed. And I think that maybe shiesty talent might have needed a shiesty manager, you know, like,
Yeah.
or probably not, but no one else wanted to manage me.
It was
So
just a
take what you
different
can get.
time.
I will never forget when I released my perfume.
Oh.
I released my perfume and I'd been so excited to make a perfume for so long. And I finally, like, my manager found what I was told to be the most prestigious perfume company. And we curate my scent forever. And I say that I want a bottle. I say I want it to be a skull. This was like really my emo phase.
You were really in your emo phase.
I was really in my emo phase. And I am told that this is just like, everything is curated to me. You know what I mean? Like, we made you this bottle. We made you this scent. We made you all this, and this. And my manager's just going so hard on me for the launch and like, get it done. That was like one of our biggest fights looking back. It was kind of on MTV. I released the perfume and I'm fighting so hard for my life saying like this, you know, like we curated this. Come to find out the bottle was just like on Alibaba.
Oh man. You got an Alibaba bottle?
I don't know if it was literally Alibaba, but like,
Oh no.
Like,
it was cute.
like-
well, here's my question is how many different ways can you make a skull? Like a skull only looks one certain way.
I guess that's really true. I just like, I look back at so many things in my career like that, even like TanaCon, just everything. It's like, where was Seth? Like Seth would just
he
never.
would not have allowed that. You know who that would never happen to? Addison Rae.
Like that's it. I get just so jealous of these like TikTok stars that like, you know what I mean, just fall
They just
into this
immediately
amazing
have
management.
this like perfect trajectory. I don't know, but I think that gives you spunk, like trial and error. I never had a perfume.
That's good, I think.
No, I would have slid an Alibaba bottle just to have a perfume.
B.O. by Brooke. I don't know why that's the first thing that came to my mind.
Oh man.
Ariana Grande's perfume smells so good.
I love it.
It actually puts me in a
I wear it
trance.
all the time.
Ariana Grande is apparently
I feel like
living with
it's like
Ethan Slater.
That old white, it's like a ball, like a spiky ball. Is that the one? You know what I'm talking about?
It's a cloud.
You know what to me
there's a
is
spiky ball
still
one?
to this day the best celebrity perfume of all time? Answer wisely. I know.
Britney Spears Fantasy.
Well, is it fantasy? Is that the one
Or
in
is
the
it-
ball with the rhinestones
And
on
like
it?
pink, blue, and purple, they made
Yeah.
them. Best perfume ever.
It's so good.
Celebrity perfumes just used to be so cunt. Like Paris Hilton had like 40.
Dude.
And imagine Paris Hilton like saw my bottle and she was like, oh. She was mentoring me heavy at that time. Like
She was
imagine her seeing my
probably-
Alibaba ass bottle and having to back
Well,
that.
good news is Paris Hilton has never been on Alibaba
Absolutely ever.
at all. Ariana Grande and Dalton are officially divorced as of today.
Are they?
Yeah. So Dalton, call me.
Honestly, wow, that was good.
He's so hot
He's so hot.
and so quiet and like successful.
Saying
and
it in this.
100% probably has a boat.
Travis Kelce, Alex Earl, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, Braxton Berrios, Alex Earl.
Yeah. So let's.
Is a football player the wave?
It might be. See, that's a perfect example. I'm starting to get into sports. I should. What'd you do?
There was a bug, sorry.
Did you blow it into my mouth?
No, it's over there.
Okay. If I were feeling a little sporty, I could just dabble in like a sports.
Guy. I completely understand. I've been watching the show Ballers. I'm so obsessed with football and football agency culture right now. Unfortunately, like when people always ask us, like we always joke and we say like men hate our podcast, men would hate our podcast. We always say that to guys and guys will be like, why? And this is like a perfect example of why, because like I genuinely am sitting here like Taylor Swift put Travis Kelce on the map.
Well, listen,
Like-
she didn't not put him on the map. I think.
Like I didn't know who Braxton Berrios was or that he played for the Dolphins until Alex Earl dated him. Like these girls
these
are
guys are
making-
wildly successful. Obviously, Travis Kelce is like one of the biggest. What is he, a wide receiver?
Sure.
He is really incredible, but I'm loving watching.
It
all
just
of
makes
this
them
go down.
more like it makes the guys
just-
more likable for the girlies. I
To
think.
me, this is just like everything because like Taylor Swift is like literally America's princess, and like what's more American than football?
Yeah, it makes so much sense.
And he's
to
like
me.
the
I love it.
only like super sexy tall. He's 6'5", such a family man. Like him and his brother are so funny. His brother's hot too. He's married with kids. I think it's everything. But what I will say about you and I is that I don't know if we could really like explore that very easily because the scheduling, like you almost like, I guess Taylor Swift like is pretty busy.
Yeah, she's pretty busy.
Yeah. But, not that we're busy, but like an NFL schedule is crazy.
I just would love it. It's like go on the road. I'll do my thing. Cheat on me.
That's how they cheat, though. They all cheat, except for Travis Kelce.
Is it bad though if you go into a relationship just being like they might cheat on me, but other than that, this is gonna be so fun?
I mean, I guess if like that's your vibe, but that's not.
Yeah,
my
it's not my vibe. Like it's not my vibe for when I want to get married. Like I want to marry a non-cheater, but like I'm just
But I
saying,
don't know.
a football player, like oh,
Travis
whatever.
Kelce's brother, for example, Jason. He is like the dad, the husband. So like I do have faith that like there can be like faithful.
I have this problem in my life where every single time I've ever been about to date an athlete, no pun intended, I fumble the fuck out of it and
man.
end up with someone else like so awful. Like I almost dated this football player like during COVID and then I just was like such a fucking stupid, crazy cunt.
I've never really been around a lot of athletes like for me to end up with one. I feel like I just had like the cheating stereotype I really can't get past.
Do you
because
want to
it's, like,
know how I want to tell you the story of how I started almost dating this football player?
Absolutely.
I was in Vegas. I think I might have still had Raya. No, I don't know. I don't remember what team he played for at the time, but we started talking and he knew some friends of mine and he was in Vegas at the time and he was throwing this house party and he was like, we were talking, we were flirting, we were planning dates. He was like, come to my house party, whatever, right? And it was like a pool party daytime. So I come in like a bikini, some shorts, no jorts. I get there and I'm just vibing with everyone, whatever. And they're all sitting, all the football players are like sitting around a table and they're playing Spades, the card game. And that's one thing I love about my Vegas background is when I want to go full pick me, I can like so impress guys like that and like sit down and play and like whoop their ass. So I sit down and I start playing Spades and the guy that I hadn't really talked to him. Like I come in and we like say, hey, and he's like, hey, he's like, you know, we flirt a little. He's like, you look good, whatever. And I sit down and I'm sitting there and I'm playing spades with like all of these football players. And the guy I'm like talking to comes up behind me and unties my bikini top. That's assault.
That's beat his ass.
Crazy. So I like grab it, and then this other football player is like stands up and is like, bro, what the fuck? Like, why would you do that? And like comes over and like helps me like retie it and stuff and whatever. And then I immediately just switched from him to his friend.
Obviously.
Like, he was so sweet and like just like, you know what I mean? Like really had my back, and it was like awesome. And then we started talking and we started dating. So I like
love that.
If you're gonna assault me in front of all your friends, I'm gonna date your friend instead for sure.
Maybe we should. Should we? What? Like it's football season right now, so maybe we.
Yeah, and then he started playing for the Raiders, which was like in Vegas, which is so slay for me, hometown vibes.
Call him.
He called me like a night ago, 2 nights. We're still really good friends, but I was kind of crazy to him, and I don't know if he.
See, here's another issue I have though. I don't know if I want you to end up with a football player.
He's so hot though.
CTE is real.
CTE is so real.
I have a thing like I don't think I'm gonna ever let my kids play football. Like I think baseball, soccer, whatever. I don't really want baseball because like baseball bores me. But like soccer, basketball. My kid's not playing basketball. Who am I kidding? I'm 5'3". No football.
I look at things like CTE as like, okay, yes, that's awful and horrible. But what is a life lived if you're not living it, doing what you love?
Okay, but how do you know you love it if you
like if I
never let my kid play, he's never gonna know he loves it.
I guess that's true, but then that's just like also kind of sad. Like I want to let my kids do what they want to do.
Yeah, until your kid can't fucking
but what
identify
if you,
in a lineup.
What if you found out right now that you could get CTE from doing this and touring for the rest of your life?
Well, that sucks because I'm already doing it. My kid's not already playing football. My kid's not even born yet.
It's true.
I don't know. I have a feeling I'm going to be a pretty protective mother. Like I see those videos of like kids flipping on trampolines and stuff on TikTok, and I'm like, I would never let my kid go outside.
I'm so the opposite.
You think so? I just had this conversation with Mr. Boatman the other day. We were talking about like what kind of parents we're going to be. Not like together, but he was saying, he's like, you got to just let kids like fucking fall. And
that's how I feel.
And it is true. Like I was raised like that, and I never like really got seriously hurt or in trouble or anything, but I don't know.
I get it. You're very like protective. Like I could see you like.
I am. And I don't know where I got it. My grandma was like that for sure.
I'm protective, but I think like some of the best lessons in life are learned by doing and trying and like failing and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
My mom was like that though. Like when I was still with my mom, like she was just like, they're going to figure it out somehow. My mom, like if I didn't want to eat something, she'd be like, okay, well, she's not going to starve herself, so she'll eat it eventually.
Yeah.
Like
that's how my parents were in a lot of ways. I agree. Not out of love, but. Yeah. Do you know that today, I found out that my birth mother is still alive. It's so funny because I like sincerely like.
You're horrible.
Well, it's true. Like I don't talk to them and I don't know. And like, I don't know where they are, what they're doing. And they're super old. So, and not healthy like at all in every way. So it's kind of like, you know, like I always just like wonder, like there's just going to be a day where they're like dead. And I'm like, oh, and that sounds awful. I don't mean literally, oh, like someone died, but like, I don't know them. But I found out that her Instagram bio is proud mother of Tana Mongeau.
Oh, that's, I don't know. I'm like not familiar enough. Like, I think that's sweet, but like,
you have such a problem. I mean, I guess.
I know I'm way too forgiving, but you have to understand that that's like something wrong in my head. Like I have something seriously wrong.
No, I mean, it's just.
That is really like crazy.
You can't say that if you like aren't mothering me. You know what I mean? And like we don't. You know what I mean? And like, how proud were you when you were like suing me? How proud were you when you were horrible to me? Like that's just like Debbie could say proud mother to Tana Mongeau. Like you know, it's just
Fun
like,
would say it.
Like that's like it's you know like
Fun works. She got a new job.
She got a new job.
Yeah, and she works with like a canceled super fan.
Does she?
So I told her we would send a video.
Wait,
she doesn't.
that's
Well,
actually
my mom
really
FaceTimed
cute.
me, but she really wants to see you, so we're gonna have to send her a video.
Wait,
like,
that's
hi, Alex.
so funny. That's actually really cute. I'm proud of Fawn.
I know.
See, and I really do commend the fact. I think that your and your mother's relationship never went too far, maybe for you to like.
No, because
her?
mine was like never targeted at me at all. Like everything like horrible like that happened to me or whatever was like just really bad things that were happening to her.
Yeah.
Like,
And that makes so much
she
sense.
wasn't, like, addiction's a disease. Like, that's it. It was just like horrible for her.
Yeah. And like, I really commend like where your guys' relationship has gone. And I obviously like for a long time, I really wished I could have like done that with my family. But
I mean, never say never. Like, you never know. Like,
I don't want it now.
I know,
though.
but there could come a day where they like really realize like what like their fault and like
I
they
guess
feel really bad.
But I mean, like, I just don't think that would ever happen. I know they're not those kind of people. You know what I mean? And I think that really is like, you hit the nail on the head there. I think that's like, everything was like at me. Like, you know what I mean? Like targeted at me. Like they were really horrible to me. And it was just like, I just realized like, you literally don't love me. You don't care about me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I
it's
feel
like,
like some people just, honest to God, like, and my mom says it too, like some people are just not good parents.
Yeah.
Like, you could be a good person and not a good parent. You can also be a good parent and not a good person. Like,
yeah.
But
They were neither.
some people are just not supposed to be parents and shouldn't
Yeah.
be parents and should figure that out before they are parents.
I think that my parents taught me a lot about that. Like I remember being like 10 and being like, these people shouldn't have literally me.
But with horrible,
You know?
like if you have bad parents, you will be a good parent, like by default.
I think so. And I'm excited for that journey for sure. But yeah, proud mother to
Which
Tana.
should
Mojo
start
threw me off
anyway,
today.
any day now with our NFL husbands.
I'm not kidding. That could be such a sleigh. But right
Maybe
now
we
I
get,
do like new
two
boy.
friends. I wonder if Alex Earl's boyfriend has any friends. For us.
Oh, that could be fun.
I
Alex
love
Earl's
her.
like, please don't.
I just love, like, have you been watching her podcast Success?
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of the clips.
Good for her. Slay, Alex. She is
Everything
amazing.
under Unwell is doing so good. Lila had a meeting with Unwell, and I hope they
really hope they pick her up.
Yeah.
I'm like, pick me up, seriously.
Shut. Honestly, you never know where the future of Cancelled will go.
But I just think it's like her whole concept of like, because he's like a very successful, like huge NFL player. And she's like, NFL man.
Yeah, I
She's
love
just calling him NFL man. Like, that's like, imagine if I was dating like Justin Bieber and I was like,
Singer
yeah,
dude.
like singer dude.
It is like so it's so cunt and it's so great, and they are really cute. That photo she posted with him was really cute. And
she's
her
so
little
hot.
TikTok, she'll be like, NFL man got me and all my friends this. Like, you could, I love a guy who like wants their girl to be so happy that he does stuff for her and her
I know.
friends.
I've never had a relationship where like I really haven't had very many relationships, but like my guys always like don't want to be around my friends or hate my friends, which is like a big, huge red flag.
Yeah, like they want to isolate you, which is crazy.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I want like someone to want to do like fun things, like bring me and my friends on their fun boat or like bring me and my friends to their fun game.
Well, that is definitely the fucking goal. I think we should. I'm actually gonna make it a point. I'm putting it out on the podcast right now. If my new relationship doesn't work out, but I hope it does, I'm gonna try to go for an NFL man and podcast about it.
NFL's the safest sport as far as infidelity, I think. I think basketball is like a deal breaker.
I guess that's true. Baseball's probably the best, like most loyal.
Baseball's the most money,
That's crazy. I just found that out recently.
and golf.
Golf's so boring though.
I know,
Like,
but golf is like so cunt, like such a rich person. Like, I just
golf
he's a
is so
golfer.
kind. Like we'd be so cute being there, but I would hate to be with someone watching
Although,
them
who
play.
am
a
I
sport.
kidding? Tiger Woods. I don't want that.
But also like imagine watching someone play a sport that like is that boring.
Yeah,
Like I want to be like into it.
That's why
you
I
know
wish
what
it was
mean?
basketball because I'm obsessed.
I
with
know,
basketball.
same.
I was always like, my high school won state all 4 years I was there, and then I went to a super basketball school.
Yeah. Or dating like a fighter.
College.
Dating a fighter would be such a slay.
Absolutely not to dating a fighter. Although I did slip up. Slip up is crazy, but I did send Dylan Dennis a text today asking if he could buy me or give me a ticket to the fight. So
We were really-
because I know he's gonna tweet it and pretend I'm in love with him or something. Just know that I want to go to the fight.
I know we're trying to go to London this weekend for the fight, but it's never gonna fucking happen. We have shows all week.
We do. We have 5
Canceled.
more shows, and then our tour is over, and we will have successfully finished our entire little 2023.
I wouldn't even say little because it is going to be a completely sold out tour, which,
Yay.
dude, congrats to us. That is like, I remember when we put these tickets on sale.
Yeah, baby!
Wow!
Let's go! Yeah!
I just think that's so fucking crazy.
I just remember putting these tickets on sale really scared that no one would buy a single one.
I just remember at the top of the year not even ever conceptualizing like that could be a thing that we could do. Like,
I know both. Literally both things are like actually mind-blowing, and even Jortsgate included, this tour has been incredible. Like I wouldn't change anything for the world. It's been so fun. And these next shows are in San Diego, so a lot of our friends are and special guests are gonna get to come because it's close. They're in San Diego and Brea, California.
I'm so excited.
And then we wrap on this tour, and the goal next year is a world tour, which
And we want big show.
It's a world tour, and it's your girls tour, and we're so excited for that. And we're gonna be on a bus and documenting all of it. I really want to try to find a way to podcast from the bus, like every episode.
Could.
And
You could.
we definitely
Yeah,
could.
we
right?
would just have, I mean, like, think about like Bree's like fucking podcasting in the car in Oklahoma.
Yeah, we could really. We're gonna make it work, I think, and that's gonna be super fucking fun.
Yay!
I'm really excited for these last shows. Yesterday, I went to a wedding.
Oh my gosh.
My dear friend Miranda's wedding, and it might have been one of my favorite weddings I've ever been to. Like, it was just so different from any wedding I've ever been to. It was at the Madonna Inn.
Yeah, that's so her though. It's like, I love that.
She's so, like, she's just a cool ass bitch. She's really so cool. Like, her entire aesthetic and her vibe, like, radiates off of her at all times. Everything she does is so her. And the Madonna Inn is like floral, vintage, hot pink, world famous for like the way it looks. Like, nowhere in the world looks like that. She was marrying David, her man, and they're like so in love. It's crazy. They've been together
for 10 years.
For
right?
10 fucking years.
I don't have anything that I've like committed to for 10 years.
And it's watching this man too, this like man, like have this hot pink wedding for her, like was just like so fucking cute and sweet and
Trisha
cool.
Paytas coded.
And you were just telling me about their baby photo thing.
Yeah, she had posted it. I'm gonna make her send it to us, but she had posted something like a few years back where she talked about how she'd been with her now husband for like years already. Okay, and one night they were just going through old photos, like baby photos of themselves, and they found a baby photo together,
Which is crazy.
and I'm like, God, I wish I really had like the exact details of the story, but it was like something where like someone was babysitting someone's like cousin or something,
Yeah.
and they just happened to be like photographed together as babies.
Which is nutty. That would make me feel like that person is my soulmate. So I love that for them.
Like how cool.
And it was just like, it was such an intimate wedding, which I haven't been to very many. Most
I
weddings.
feel like I would love to have like a really small wedding. Like,
Yeah, it was like under 200 people, I feel like. And it's like such an honor to go to a wedding like that. Like, you care about.
yeah, I went to the wedding I was telling you about earlier today, the Elwood guy. Their wedding was like literally 20 of us.
Really?
Like it was, with the ceremony was like literally like 20 people. They bought out like Nobu
yeah.
in Malibu, and they like literally just got married.
Like right on the
Nobu.
beach there. That's
And
so
then
cute.
this like we went back to the house, and like friends and like stuff came to the house. But
Like, that's so cute.
it was just so easy and simple, and like
It got me thinking, like, what's your dream wedding?
I don't have one. I feel like it would depend on who I was with.
That's
'Cause
what
you
I
know what I
said.
mean. Like, what if am I with an NFL man? Like,
Are you with an
that's a
astronaut?
different wedding than like a guy with a random boat.
Yeah, I think it like varies per person, but I always have wanted like a giant fucking wedding. But then,
Really? Not me.
yeah, but then there's like a part of me that seeing the intimate vibe was really cute.
I just can't like this sounds so bad, but I can't imagine something that would embarrass me more than a wedding.
Isabella was saying this to me last night. Like, she was saying the idea of reading her vows to everyone would be like,
Not
so
even well,
embarrassing.
that you don't really have to do that, but just the idea of like all the attention being like all about you for the whole day, and like that's all it is, and like having to talk to everybody, how socially like demanding it is. You literally have to greet
That
everybody,
is what's
thank
crazy.
everybody. Like,
That's
you don't get
what's
to enjoy it,
crazy.
and you spend all this money, like like fucking tens of thousands of dollars for a day that like you just spent basically like going up and hugging people.
Like putting on a show, essentially. I think that's why I really love how Travis and Courtney had like multiple weddings. Like, you have an intimate one, you have like a non-intimate one.
yeah, well, that's what happens when you have hundreds of millions of dollars.
That's true. But no, but even like a Vegas wedding, just you two, like fun, drunk
I
shotgun
like the idea
wedding.
of like just like fucking dropping a ceremony all together and just having like a fucking crazy reception.
Yeah.
Like get married at the courthouse and then just have like a sick party.
Yeah, it's true.
But I want to wear like a cute dress.
Yeah, her dress was so kind and like vintage kind.
I bet, and
like,
she's so perfect.
she is like, well, I'll put in like a photo. I'll send it a photo.
Yeah, I'm
but
like, we'll insert their wedding photos.
like literally, she is like the definition of, I feel like if you Googled like beautiful like woman, like beautiful woman, like it would be her. She's like American. She's like the definition of like a beautiful American beauty.
Like a classic beauty. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
I
and it
agree.
was just like, I was gagged. She looked like ethereal. And I just like, I'm obsessed with her.
What kind of wedding dress do you want?
Something timeless, because my fake wedding actually did teach me.
Oh my God, you got married.
Like, It taught me a lot about what I would really want. Like
You had like a princess gown, didn't you?
I had 2 wedding dresses. One was huge, like think princess on a cake, like big. And it was white and it cascaded into like light pink. And it was so fugly.
Yeah, I'm glad we graduated.
It
from
was
that.
so fugly. And then I had another one that I love. Like I still like whenever I see photos, which is every day because people will never shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah, I
I
feel
like
like
the
I want to
photos.
get like, I feel like I would want like a,
Like silky, just like classic is what I would want.
me too. I want like a really like olden days type.
Like vintagey, like
Maybe-
just timeless to me.
Same. But then it's like, who knows? What if I'm marrying like a rocker and I have to like rock out like Kourtney Kardashian?
Yeah, didn't she have like a short wedding dress?
Never that. It's
Wasn't one of them
never
short?
that. Like it was, but like it should never be that. I
What do
guess do whatever makes you happy, but that would never make me happy.
What do you think about her and Kim's fight?
I have a hard time with it because I'm definitely team Kim kind of, but I also think that if it were me, like I would be Kourtney.
Like you'd be
just knowing,
over
like,
it, over the show, over
knowing the way that like I feel and like the way I react to certain situations, like I feel like I understand where Kourtney was coming from. Like just the concept, like you don't have sisters, so it's hard, like, but when you have sisters, like it's the most frustrating fucking thing in the world when you can't just have like your one thing.
Really?
Like having a wedding and like that being your thing, and like Dolce & Gabbana did her whole wedding and like she felt like that was her thing that was separate from everybody else, and just for it to be immediately like,
But it still was so like about her. Like everyone was talking about
I
it.
know, but like
You know.
it would just be like just annoying, just be like, God, you had to do that, like seriously.
It has to be the only child in me because like I love that. Like I love when like if
know,
I had a
but
wedding
I
and then
think
you
it's
were
because
like
they already have like kind of an unspoken competition that goes on between them. Like I
Yeah.
think like what she was saying, like Kylie did the same thing and like it didn't matter, but it was because she kind of has always felt like Kim had it out for her in that way.
yeah.
And it is like she's the older sister, so it's like annoying, like your little sister like wants to do everything you do.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, maybe like I probably wouldn't have. I'm still team Kim.
I just
Am I? I don't know.
I don't know.
I just love Kim.
Me too. That's the thing I do. I just love Kim, so it's hard. Like Kim is like my favorite Kardashian, I think.
And Kim's just like, the thing is, she's in her bag. Like, you can't get mad at somebody for like wanting to make money.
And like kill it and be successful. Yeah, I agree with that. I just the only way I know how to think about it is like if I had a Dolce and Gabbana wedding, like, and you did a Dolce and Gabbana something, I would be like, that's so slay that we're both like, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I think
And-
it's
well, and-
so much. It was never about the jorts. You know
And-
what I mean? Like it was.
Yeah.
It was never about Dolce and Gabbana. It's like just the
Yeah.
underlying principle and resentment that they like already have toward each other, I think.
And the like you stole my wedding country. I got married in Italy. Like Kim did kind
Yeah.
of do a lot of those things. So like I don't know, but that's just my
I also love Kourtney, by the way. I don't want to like slander Kourtney.
yeah. I don't think
But-
we're not slandering. I mean, we tried to podcast this whole time about the whole time. I'm glitching.
I got neck Botox.
It was lagging.
You got neck Botox.
Yeah, I got neck Botox because let me know, comment down below if you guys have noticed a difference. I like usually when I talk and like laugh and stuff, my neck like veins like,
I've been
will
wanting to
pop
get.
out.
There's multiple benefits of neck Botox.
So I got it. But like if you see it, like sometimes I'll have like this like string. It's called a platysmal band. And I would have it like pop out like when I was talking and I looked like a crazy woman. So I got neck Botox.
You, honest to God, I want to try it. So I'm picking through you. I'm gonna see how,
I don't
if you
think
like
you
it.
have them though. I would have noticed.
There's
'cause I
other
noticed
benefits
them.
though. It like sucks in your like. There's like a bunch
Like-
of reasons to get neck Botox.
Wait.
Do you know I have to
no,
go?
don't literally delete that.
I have to go tomorrow and get all this Botox in all the muscles around my spine because my scoliosis is getting like so much
You know,
worse.
I used to do that. I used to get I had my Botox for migraines, and they'd put it in the top of my head and all down my back.
Really? Well, and I've been getting migraines, so I actually wonder if that's gonna like help me out. I'm getting Botox all in my spine, and I'm really scared. My scoliosis has been really bad. I had a consultation this week. I'm not gonna say what for, but for a major surgery.
No, don't do any major surgery. Surgery is out.
I don't think I'm gonna do it after the consultation because I went to the doctor.
Well, you want to know what I
The-
think?
What?
You haven't even said anything yet.
What?
I think that everybody goes to that it doctor has to.
No, he's the fixer. He's the fixer.
He's not the fixer.
He's the fixer.
No, he's not. Trust me, I researched it as well.
He's the fixer.
He's not the fixer.
I have gotten so much
Who
tea.
told you he was the fixer? Him?
Well, I wouldn't be going insane. So, I mean, we don't even have to get into all of that. Like, if I did this surgery, it wouldn't be that noticeable. I think what I want, I could get away with doing what all these bitches do and straight up lying about it. But the issue of why I can't do it is because, again, I went to this doctor who is known within Hollywood for doing Kardashians and doing the people, whatever. I went in for this surgery consultation thinking like I might do it. I essentially went into him and was like, I want to look like this, this, and this. What do I need? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I had no idea that these surgeries, because it's just like, I know so many people with these surgeries. Like, people get them like it's fucking Starbucks out here. I had no idea the like risk of death. I had no idea. Yeah.
I mean, it's the most people die from that.
I had no idea the like peeing
surgery.
through a catheter for like a week. I had no idea that like you're going to feel like you actually got hit by a bus. Like, I had several people in there tell me like the pain of it was worse than a childbirth. I just had no idea. And it's like fucked up. Like, you can't like walk for like weeks, and you can't like...
It's not worth it. It's not worth it, and it's out. No one's looks good.
Okay, obviously I went in for a BBL consult. At this point, you can't even like...
She went in for a consult for BBL. BBL is out.
But
BBLs
I don't want a BBL. Like, I essentially just want them, like, because I get so many ass injections to like fill my hip dips, and they work, but they fade. And I'm so sick of doing it.
You can do that without doing a BBL.
How?
The same way I took lipo. So I got lipo on my arms. I've talked about it.
Yeah.
And it's literally laser lipo. They melt the fat and suck it out of the tiniest little holes. You cannot see my scars anywhere, but my arms are half the size they were before.
Yeah.
When I do that, they literally told me, they were like, do not waste this fat. Like, you can put this fat other places. Like,
I DM'd the place that you did that for, and they told me they don't do it. So did they lie to me?
Yes, they lied to you. You didn't DM the right place. Just did it.
She didn't put it somewhere.
Oh, well, they put it in ass.
Oh, wow.
But that's what they do. So a lot of times they'll put it in your like boobs to just like add fat to your boobs, or they'll put it in your butt.
So that's the thing is, now I think
And
I'm going to go
also-
on consults around the world and see what everywhere offers. I don't think I'm going to end up doing it.
I don't think you need that either. But like, the point is, like, you don't have to go through this like extreme major thing. Like, mine was so easy. I was in Hawaii for your birthday like a week later.
I guess that's true. I need to like weigh out all my options. I'm just so tired of getting these injections, because it literally, like, I have videos of it. You've seen it. The needle is like this fucking big. They use a cannula needle. It's like so thick, and it's like a knife going in and out of your ass. I can't walk for a week.
Come and go. You're not going to even want that in a year.
I've been getting these injections for like 5 years now, and like...
Yeah, and 5 years was the shelf life of the fat ass. That was how long... That's
but
how
it's
long
not
it's
to
been
have
trending.
a fat ass. Like, I will never look like a BBL girl. I don't want that journey. For me, that is so out. It's more to just like fill hip dips and have like a slightly bigger butt. Like, that'll never leave. Like, just having a nice ass and hips. Like, you know what I mean? That'll like always be a thing.
I know.
But yeah, essentially, I want to stop getting the damn injections so bad, to the point that I would just like to like suck and pump one time and call it a day, instead of like every 6 months having to go literally feel like I'm getting like Scream 5, the movie, Saw, and then not walking for a week. Like, I'd like to just do it once and for all, you know?
It's just so not worth the risk. It's not.
Yeah, I just had no idea that it was like...
Yeah, it really is the most invasive thing like ever. You have usually like for the first couple weeks, you're still leaking. Like, even, I mean, with my arms, I was leaking for like a while. Yeah, there's like fluids obviously that come out, and like they have to go somewhere, so the holes stay open. Like, the holes that they go through stay open. And with a BBL, you like literally have a pump, and it's like separate from your body, and the fluids leak into it, and you have to drain it.
This doctor was telling me that he closes them, but then you have to keep coming in, and they open it, and then they drain it out, and it hurts so bad.
It's the most pain. My roommate got one when I lived with her this last year, and said it was the most painful thing ever. Like you literally watch it. Like, that's what every single person that has gotten one has told me, is it was the most painful thing they've ever done in their entire life. They felt like they got hit by a literal bus, and you can't sit,
You can't sit for 2 months. You can't sit on
But
your
if
ass.
if you're not
You have
adding to your butt, you can sit. If you're just adding in your hip dips, you can.
He
sit.
still said that I like couldn't.
Oh,
Because
well,
like they
his-
still
his
just
all
like,
look like shit.
I mean, I'm going to go to a bunch of doctors. I don't think I'm going to do it though.
I know
at
the
at
best
end of
doctor in the
them.
world for it.
Who is it?
The person who did.
Oh, the Miami one.
That's the only BBL in the world that looks good.
Hers does look so fucking good.
It looks so.
Yeah, I would never
good.
BBL girl it up. It would literally just be like a slight little like boop boop like suck in place so that I just didn't have to get.
But it's not boop
injections.
boop. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's
And
I
it's
would
not
want
worth it.
a moderate moment, but essentially I realized I might just be getting these injections like forever.
No, because in a couple years you're gonna have a coming of age moment where you realize that you're built just perfect the way you are.
I don't know if I'll like.
You are.
I'm just so much happier when I get the injections and then I notice them gone. Like when I have no hip dip versus when I have a hip dip, I'm just so much happier.
I have hip dips. I don't know what those were.
You're a guy.
Is that normal?
Men,
Yeah.
I don't. If you didn't have hip dips as a man, I'd be so concerned.
Yeah. Imagine Aaron with like a BBL body.
Yeah, with just like built.
Like, I don't know. I've never liked them. That was like one of the first things I ever did was get sculpture in them, and then I never looked back. It's so easy and fun, but it hurts. So I'm trying to have a once and for all moment. But I don't know.
I have no ass.
But I just didn't know these bitches really went through all that. Like it's crazy.
Oh, absolutely.
And do you know how much it costs?
$25,000.
Yes. Do you know how much it costs from this doctor?
$25,000.
$50,000.
That's so fucking
And then-
stupid.
The recovery hotel, which most like if people have it like that to buy the surgery, they usually stay in the hotel because it's like
It's like full-time nurse that like takes care of you and like
well,
wipes
and
your
just to
ass.
monitor you and actually make sure you're good, like because of how major the surgery is like $4,000 a night. So then like 5 nights there is another $20,000, $70,000 for a celebrity BBL. That's how much it costs. And I know bitches who have gone to him and gotten 4.
Yeah, because they have to keep going back because it wasn't done right the first time.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Trust me. I left the consultation. I was like, I would never. I just physically don't have the time. It blows my mind that, because it makes sense. All these girls with BBL bodies, it's kind of, they utilize them. Like they just take their Instagram photos and then they're finessing men. That's all they do. They don't usually have jobs, and it makes sense. Why? Because it's like I would actually have to take 2 months off. I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, and like kind of what you were saying with like the maintenance thing too, like the best BBLs, like the BBLs that do look good, like the Kylie Jenner BBL, she has the money to maintain it and make sure it's all perfect all
like-
the time. It's like it's forever maintenance. It's going to be just as inconvenient as having to get sculpture in your ass.
I know
It's
that
not
is,
a one and done. It's not over. You
that's
will
exactly
always have to maintain
what
it.
I realized. That's what I realized when I was there. I was like, I would want to do this to stop maintaining my sculpture, but the maintenance of this is almost worse than the sculpture. Like I can just go in, I get juiced up. I can't walk for a day. I have bruises for a fucking 2 weeks, and like I call it a day, you know?
Absolutely.
And like you have to go in and get all these lasers because your skin cells die and bruise, and your skin turns black. Like if you don't get them, like
and
that's
like,
crazy
and you
to
get
me.
where it like hardens. It's like you just don't want it. You don't.
I don't want it, but I had to know that for myself.
But I wanted it, and I put a
Yeah.
fucking down payment on. Like that's why I know, because I researched it so much, and having not done it is like I can't imagine if I had done that.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I think about it now, and I'm like, oh my god, I would die if I had.
I
a
think
BBL
I
now.
just finally had to go in and like know for myself if I wanted to do it or if I could do it or whatever. And I left there and I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Some people like are so happy with it, and that, I mean, this is not to say every BBL. Like there are a lot of girls with BBLs that look great.
yeah. It's not worth the risk though of coming out botched and then having to do it
you have
again
to-
as well. Like that's nuts to me. And like I can't believe the price as well. Like I would rather spend $70,000 on so many things. And it is crazy as well because the doctor to me was like talking about it like it was getting a frappuccino, and then it was everyone else that like is telling you like it's the hardest thing I've ever gone through. Like, and that's kind of a crazy feeling to me too, that doctors like, yeah, just lay down, do it.
Well,
It's
of
like,
course he is. He's not going to tell you like this is going to be the worst experience of your entire life.
but like after finding out the pain and like the suffering and like the risk, like doctors should be telling you that. Like that's kind of crazy.
It's like false.
How are they gonna make 50
advertising.
G's?
What'd you say?
How are they gonna make 50 G's?
That's true.
Yeah, so
That is
true.
true. I don't know. I won't be getting one, and I will continue to be getting my ass juiced
Thank God.
forever,
And this is no shade. If you have a BBL and it looks good, slay. I wanted one so bad.
Yeah.
But it is not, to me, worth, like, almost dying.
At all. Like, that's just so crazy. And imagine, like, Tana Mongeau dies at 25 by BBL. So kind of iconic. Oh. Kind of iconic, though.
Not iconic at all. I was just talking about this with my one of my little boyfriends. I'm saying, like, could you imagine? Because I've been lime scootering a lot. I know I can't stop bringing it back to me lime scootering. But I was like, it's actually really dangerous to lime scooter. Like,
that's
no
why I don't
helmets. You go really fast. Like, you could get hit by a car. And could you imagine how humiliating it would be if I got hit by a car and that was how I died? That was the headlines. Like, influencer Brooke Schofield dies at 26 via lime scooter.
The owner of Segway died on a Segway.
I know.
Like,
but, like, how embarrassing. Just so you know this right now. If something like that were to happen to me, I would hope that all of my friends and family and loved ones would know to lie on my behalf.
I hope you know that I would honor you, and it would be my pleasure to do that, and I would have done it without you even saying anything. I would say that nice. you were fighting a literal bear. Will you come on me with my date like this?
I didn't like your wording.
Oh, will you come on me?
Will you come with me on your date now? I'm busy. I have to go boating. I'm just kidding. Wait, funny story. So, yesterday, I was honestly, it doesn't matter where I was, but I'm playing a game of pool, okay?
He's a billionaire. I have fun with that. And I wish I could tell the people how he's a billionaire because it is the funniest thing.
Whatever, he's a billionaire, he's a loser. But I love him. He's like my friend.
Yeah. But he wants you bad.
But like in like a funny way. Like not funny. It's not funny, but it's like no. Okay, you know what I mean? But yesterday, it was like a ton of us at this house, and we were all like fucking around, playing pool and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I'm playing pool, and I'm playing against this man, Steve, okay? Come to find out, Steve is like a world-renowned pool player. And Steve was blowing it. He like literally sucked. So it was like, I think he was hustling me is the thing. Yeah. So he wasn't playing well at all. So then the guy who like is obsessed with me was like, here, I'm going to play you. Steve will be my partner. I'm going to play against you. And my partner was like killing it. So he's like, I'll play against you and we'll have high stakes. He said, if you win, I'll pay you $10,000, which I know he can, he'll do it. But if I win, you have to do anal with me for 8 months.
8 months is so specific as well.
And like, I've never even done anal. That's not like something I dabble in.
But like, I think you're going to do it soon. You've been talking to me like, I think you're going to do it soon.
No, but so in my head, I'm like, okay, well, first of all, I've been playing against Steve this whole time and he sucks. He hasn't made one single ball. And then he goes, the other guy, I wish I could give him like a name, but he goes, I'll play left-handed. He goes, here, like to make it easier, I'll play left-handed. They smoke me. Okay. I lose. Come to find out, he is left-handed.
Genius
like,
tactic.
What a fucking horrible thing. Like, I didn't even think to ask, like, is that your non-dominant hand? Like, why would I ask that? But
because it's like if someone's saying I'll play left-handed makes you assume that they're not.
Like making such a thing of like, oh, I'll play left-handed.
Which is genius. I'm going to start doing that for everything because I'm literally left-handed.
Anyway, I'm not doing anal with him for 8 months, but...
Maybe you could try it with him.
No. I'll try it, but not with him. I would never touch him. But anal is definitely in the works. I'm giving it...
I knew it. You are going to do anal.
Yeah, with someone for sure. I think I have to try it soon. I've had this talk before on the Cancel podcast. But like, I feel like it is embarrassing that I'm 26 years old and I've never even tried it. But then I've held out like for this long, so it's like, should I save myself for marriage?
It's kind of lit. Saving your...
Someone else just told me that, but it's like saving like so they have something.
I have nothing.
Like your husband has something that like no one else has ever done.
What can I have?
Maybe bukkake.
Whoa, true. Saving bukkake for marriage. I think that tequila makes anal really easy. Specifically for me, not vodka, not rum, not gin, not whiskey. Tequila makes anal easy.
One of my boyfriends has been like hinting at it, so I'm like,
The first time I ever drank a tequila sunrise, like ever tried it, was also coincidentally the first time I ever did anal.
That's a beautiful story.
Thank you.
I'll keep you guys posted. You guys are going to be the first to know.
And it's just so much easier than people make it out to be.
That's not true. Everybody I know has shit themselves
Not
doing
me.
anal.
Not me. Not me.
I don't believe you. I don't believe that you. This is what I confidently
I'll save
believe.
that for marriage. Shitting on a dick.
I confidently believe that you have been too fucked up to notice.
I promise you I haven't, because I'll suck it. Shit's clean.
You heard that, right?
I heard it, Aaron. That's bad advice, and that we're gonna get canceled for that.
No, I won't always suck it. I'm just saying, but I'll like touch it after, like look at it. God, oh my God. Okay, I did it.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm saving anal for marriage. Who wants to marry me?
I'm gonna do it tonight.
I'm gonna do anal on my wedding night. It's gonna be like how you know how people like save themselves for marriage. I'm gonna do anal on my wedding.
I do bukkake
And
on
it's
mine.
literally gonna be like that scene from Twilight.
Did they do anal in Twilight?
No, when they break the whole room because he's like too powerful.
I don't know.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of
the anal podcast, of the anal BBL cast. We love you guys so much.
My neck
and
Botox is totally working. We love you.
Jesus loves you. You will see. Bye, guys.